Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today Blake Damon shares Sims 4 news. So who's excited to see the new Sims 4 Werewolves Game Pack coming out? Me! So today I'll be sharing some news about the new pack coming out. This article can be found in the Sims 4 website under News and Media. And it's called Embrace the Full Moon, Unleash Your Beastly Side in the Sims 4 Werewolves Game Pack. A full moon shines down on a formerly bustling mill town. Alongside the river that cuts it in two, a thick fog washes over the abandoned lumber equipment and disappears into the untamed wilderness. From the rocky outcropping above, a howl is heard. Its musical legato breaking the stillness of the world beneath it. Then, another bays from the woods, and another from the lake, until a prowling pack of wolves emerges from the gloomy mist. But these aren't just any wolves, they're werewolves, majestic and fierce, like nothing you've ever seen before. I know there's been some criticism about the way these werewolves look. Some people have been saying that they look a little like cats. Me personally, I like cats, so I don't mind the way they look. But I understand that they're supposed to look like werewolves, and so therefore like wolves. But what do you guys think? Do you like the way they look? Do you not like the way they look? Let me know in the comments below. The thing the Sims team does very, very well is scenery. I love the way this looks. In fact, there's not one world that I think is boring or that I dislike. They're always interesting somehow. And this is no exception. Once upon a time, Moonwood Mill was filled with the bustle and sound of the nearby lumber mill. Today, the town is transformed. The rusted shells of its former industry provide cover for a handful of mysterious denizens who sought out this wilderness-shrouded community, basking in its remote and anonymous nature. It's a place with a hidden history, and those who live here know that if you dig deep enough, you're bound to discover some fascinating secrets. I feel like this paragraph is giving us a hint of what gameplay will be like, and I feel like it's going to be something similar to what we got with Cottage Living, where you would talk to the citizens of Henford on Bagley and find out more about the town and the lore. Not lore as in L-A-W, like L-O-R-E, lore, stories. I have an Australian accent, and lore sound exactly the same, so sorry. So what's there to do around town? There's plenty to sink your teeth into. During the full moon, you might notice that crescent-shaped Lake Lunevik, I hope I said that right, has a magical shimmer to it, making it the perfect time to try and catch the elusive lunafish, and to climb up to the howling point that looms over the lake to pluck the even rarer moon petal flower. Or if you're feeling brave and looking for adventure, delve into the tunnels that run under the town, a network known as the Underground, to try and uncover secrets and find quicker routes for navigating back and forth. The town's pack members are always up for a good spa at the pit, assuming you have the claws for it. By the looks of this paragraph, we have a new fish, we have a new plant. I am curious to see what this underground is. I have no idea what it could be. Do you guys have any hints of what it might be? Do you have any idea what it could be? Let me know in the comments below if you've heard any news, because I'm in the dark. And it also looks like this town has a spa pit. Spa as in S-P-A-R, as in to fight, not spa as in S-P-A, which is to relax and have a massage. I imagine the fighting is going to be similar to when vampires fight, maybe something along those lines. That's what I think anyway. In Moonwood Mill, there's always plenty to do, especially if you're a werewolf. Heed the advice of the locals though, stay out of Greg's way and you'll be okay. Oof. Curious to find out who this Greg fellow is. I wonder if he's nice. I have a feeling though that he's going to be this neighborhood's Crumplebottom. That's what I'm going to assume. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Ooh, we have some images of what these werewolves look like. And yeah, I mean, I've got to agree with most of the people on Twitter. They look kind of like cats. But they're cute though, I kind of like them. I especially like the floppy ears. I think that's my favorite. I think my werewolves will have floppy ears. I'm liking some of this wardrobe as well. I love the whole ripped torn look going on. I find it adorable that these werewolves have earrings on their dog ears. It's so cute. Ooh, I'm actually loving this jacket outfit. It's very patchy. I kind of like that look. I would never personally wear it, but I like it on these guys. Looks like we have some new jewelry as well. Create your own werewolf. A werewolf can be many things. Fierce, playful, dramatic, cuddly. The list goes on. In The Sims 4, werewolves come in all shapes, sizes, colors, and themes. In Create a Sim, you can fully customize your werewolf to tell the story you want. All werewolves start with a beast and a sim form that are linked, providing parity and matching up changes to body shape, clothes, and facial features to the other form. But that's not to say that you can't create a beast of your very own. Unlink the forms and make them as distinct as you'd like. Whichever direction you take, edit their face structure, ears, eyes, tufts, and more. Paint on menacing scars, oh that's interesting, to tell the story of a dramatic fight between opposing pack members, or cover them in silly jellyfish. You have full control over your beast form's pelt, so create one that's as traditional or as wildly unexpected as you are. That's interesting. I like that you can paint on your werewolves' pelts or their fur. I imagine that it's going to be something similar to what we got with pets, where you can sort of like paint whatever you wanted on your pet, cat or dog. It's going to be very interesting, and I like that idea. And it makes sense for them to enable it for the werewolves, since you could do it for cats and dogs, so you should be able to do it for werewolves as well. Good job, Sims team. We have two very distinct looks here. This looks very peaceful and community-like, and then this just looks like a mess. Looks like anarchy. I see we have some new graffiti, which is going to be good. Oh, I love graffiti. And that looks like a new bonfire. But they're burning paintings. Aww. I think this is probably a new table or chair. My bet is that it's a chair. Ooh, looks like we have a new planter box. So this is gonna be good. And this is very strange. This tree here has a hole in it. I wonder if it's a way through to the underground. Finding community in a pack. Moonwood Mill is home to two distinct wolf packs. Oh, okay. The Moonwood Collective, a pack of seasoned rustic werewolves that value tradition, community, and self-control. And the Wild Fangs, a scrappy, free-spirited crew of rebellious werewolves that value self-improvement, self-acceptance, and are inspired by punk and grunge aesthetics. To join either one, visit their hangout and get to know the pack. Once you're on good terms, the pack's alpha may challenge you with a few trials. Complete those and you're in. The work doesn't end there, however. Joining either pack comes with its own obligations, hierarchy, and do's and don'ts. As a member of the pack, you represent something greater than yourself. And someday, if you play your paws right, you might even become the alpha and represent the pack itself. So that's interesting. We actually have two communities, and I'm sure this is what this image up here is about, the two communities. So here, I feel like these people over here are the Moonwood Collective, who value tradition, community, and self-control, while these guys over here are the Wild Fangs, and it looks like appropriately named. And they're scrappy, free-spirited, and they're all about self-improvement, self-acceptance, and have a punk and grunge vibe. I kind of like the way this looks, this messy feel. I feel like we already have this vibe with the cottage pack. Although I love the cottage pack, it's good to find something new. So I'm glad that we have this grunge look that we don't have yet in The Sims. Oh my god, this one is naked. Oh my goodness. Avert your eyes, children, avert your eyes. You know, this guy's face looks wolfy, but then you look over here and this guy looks like a cat. I should know, I have two of them. I wonder if you can adjust the snouts. Because I think the longer snout would help make them look more like wolves as opposed to cats. Life as a werewolf is wild. With every howl, scratch, and transformation, a werewolf can grow their power to unlock new abilities, such as running swiftly on all fours, marking their territory. I wonder if they mark their territory like how dogs do, which is like peeing on a tree. That'll be interesting. Lunar resistance and even immortality. Oh, I wonder if it's the kind of immortality that we want, which is where they never grow old, or if it's going to be the kind of immortality we already have, which is just they don't ever die. I mean, they get old and then they just stay old but never die. But it's not all stakes and sparring. As their power grows, so do the unique ways in which that werewolf views the world. These are represented by a growing number of temperaments. I wonder what they are. Each of which distinguishes how that Sim's fury may grow? What's fury? Speaking of fury, it's probably time we talk about the most important aspect of every werewolf's life. At all times, a werewolf's fury is growing. Using your unique werewolf powers, sparring with other werewolves, hanging out in beast form, being under the full moon, or doing behavior that conflicts with your temperaments will push fury to increase more quickly. Once maximum fury is reached, a transformation is imminent. So always be mindful of your fury because it just might come back and bite you. I'm still not sure what fury is. I don't know. I feel like it's probably like a meter, kind of similar to what we have with the vampires with the sun, where it goes down, you know, the energy for the vampires goes down if you're under the sun. And with the magic users, they have that overpower thing that if you use your powers too much, you explode. I feel like this is something similar where maybe if you do certain activities listed here, like hanging out in beast form or hanging out under the full moon and things like that, that will increase your fury and you'll transform. But isn't that something you want to do as a werewolf anyway? I don't know. I'm a little confused. As you guys know, I love new build buy objects. That's why I get packs so that I can get new furniture. But all this stuff here looks really interesting. I love the worn look of it all, or most of it anyway. Like this sofa, this looks really new, but this is not so new. The sofa's here and the armchair. This looks like it's actually from the movies. Like this is a cinema chair where you put your drink here and your popcorn there. Everything looks kind of scavenged and secondhand and kind of scrappy. I like that. We don't have that look in The Sims, so I'm excited to use it. Interesting little note is we have here on the wall, we have Vladimir, but his face has been clawed off. I think that goes well with the whole like vampires and werewolves not getting along. It'd be interesting to see if there's a tie-in with the two packs. I'll be a little bit disappointed if there isn't. So fingers crossed that the Sims team have done something like that. The lore of Moonwood Mill. As you spend more time in Moonwood Mill, it's a bit of a tongue twister, you'll discover hidden knowledge about its magical roots. Meet with Wolfgang, the local librarian in the center of town, and check out werewolf-themed books to unravel truths about Moonwood's mysterious beasts. Though everyone in town knows that to find the best secrets, you'll have to head out into the neighborhood and dig, or explore a little deeper for long-lost books and items. If that's not your style, try interacting with the locals. It's not all about joining a pack. Once you get to know them, Christopher, Rory, and their pack members will each reveal their own pasts and unique perspectives on werewolf history and philosophy. Even the town's only non-were denizen has something to share. Head on over and talk with Celine Lopez, the owner of the Grimtooth Bar and Bunker, one of the lots built in partnership with community creator, James Turner, a fellow Australian. There you can find the Werebee's remedy. Disclaimer, not the cure for lycanthropy. That's another thing entirely. Damn it. I thought so, it'd be too easy. Or order a drink and some food. You'll be pleasantly surprised by their immersive array of meaty options. There's also Greg, of course, but we don't recommend trying to pry information out of him. You wouldn't want to risk it, right? So it looks like we need to look through books to find more about werewolves. I feel like that's going to be similar to what you do with vampires and spellcasters, where you order books, read more, learn more, and sort of gain power in that way. I'm excited to see this Grimtooth Bar and Bunker because it's been created by James. I really love what the Sims team are doing by getting content creators to make buildings in new packs. I always hated the buildings that were released with the old packs. Some of them made no sense. Some of them were outright ugly. But ever since the Sim team has invited content creators to build them, the quality of the builds has just been like top notch. And again, I really want to meet this Greg person. Like, I really, really do. They keep mentioning him, but there's no further information other than you should stay away from him. But because they keep saying that, I want to meet him all the more. It's like reverse psychology. So they even include the trailer, which I won't play because the music is going to have this video banned. So we won't do that. But feel free to check out the trailer if you haven't already seen it. It's very enlightening. Join us for a full deep dive reveal of The Sims 4 Werewolves Game Pack on June the 10th, 2022 at 11 AM PDT on The Sims Twitch and YouTube channels. So I guess this is just like all the other packs where they have a stream before it's released and show off the pack to whet your appetite. For me, it's usually at a ridiculously early hour of the morning, so I don't know if I'll be watching it. But I don't even know what 11 AM PDT is. Probably 3 AM for me. So yeah guys, you can now pre-order the game pack, and apparently it'll be available to play on June the 16th, so not long now. That's like next week. Anyway guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you found this informative. Actually, since we are at the end of this video, I could probably show you a bit of the trailer as I'm signing off. So that's it for me guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to my channel to see more of my content. And please leave a comment down below. I'll leave a link to the article in the description if you'd like to go through it yourself. Check out this house I built for vampires.